Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clinton, and I'm a firm believer in doing things that typically don't make sense on the surface. Today we're going to dive deep into doing something that might make you go, wait, what? Our topic, work-life imbalance. Yes, you heard me right. Imbalance and not balance. And how the so-called imbalance might be the surprising key to success. Intrigued? Well, stick around because this is one that you don't want to miss. We're all familiar with the concept of work-life balance, right? The seemingly mythical golden ideal where you manage to balance all your professional commitments, your personal interaction, and your social engagements, all without losing your mind or missing out on anything. But what if I told you this chase for balance might actually be leading us away from true success and happiness? You'd probably call me crazy, right? Or might just say that my caffeine levels have breached the sane threshold again. But hear me out. I want you to think of Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Serena Williams, or J.K. Rowling. Do these names strike you as the champions of work-life balance? Or do they remind you of a relentless pursuit of passion, of imbalance? I'm not saying that we need to become billionaire CEOs or tennis stars, but what these people have in common, aside from being incredibly successful in their fields, is that they've leaned into their imbalances. They've given disproportionate time to their passion, their craft. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for a life completely devoid of fun, joy, and social interactions. There was a time a few years ago where I really became obsessed in improving my public speaking skills. I got involved in Toastmasters, and for the first, I would say 12 months, I was literally delivering a speech at every single meeting. Almost every week, I was either delivering a speech, or I was writing a speech, or I was practicing to deliver one. And I was constantly looking at other public speakers out in the world, learning from them, looking at what they've done to refine their craft and seeing how I could apply it into my own speaking skills. And those first 12 months where I was truly obsessed with improving that craft, I probably made the most progress in that 12 months than I have in the last 4 to 5 years since I started that journey. Okay, maybe I'm not the most balanced person either. But who needs balance when you have endless cups of coffee, right? Jokes aside, what I'm really suggesting is that we sometimes need to embrace the imbalance, to allow ourselves to dive deep into something that we love or something that we want to become really, really good at, even if it might seem to disrupt our balance. So in this video, we're going to talk about that work-life imbalance, and I'll share some real-life examples, some stories from my life, and we'll even get a little bit scientific because why not? We'll look at what the research has to say about this whole idea of imbalance. And spoiler alert, it's more supportive than you think. Let's get something clear. When I say work-life imbalance, I don't mean work yourself into the ground, lose all your friends, and live on takeaway pizza while your plants die of neglect. Rather, I'm talking about times when we consciously lean into one aspect of our lives because we're excited, driven, or just plain obsessed. This might be a project at work, writing a novel, training for a marathon, or even raising a child. Our lives are a series of changing seasons, and sometimes seasons need more time, energy, or focus. And that's what I mean by embracing the imbalance. It's not about neglect, it's about intentional focus. It's about letting go of the guilt of not having it all, and instead giving it all to what matters most in the current season of your life. Take me, for example. If I was strictly balanced, I would have never started this YouTube channel. I've got 2 kids, I've got a career, I've got a wife, I've got plenty of other things that are demanding my attention and needing my focus. But instead, I chose to lean into this imbalance, pouring countless hours into scripting, filming, and editing, all on top of all the other responsibilities that I have. And it's tough, sure. There are days when I question my sanity, but I had to choose to embrace that imbalance. So I hope that's got you thinking. And in the next part of the video, we'll delve into why imbalance might not be as bad as it seems, and how you can navigate it without losing yourself in the process. So stick around and hit that like button if you're enjoying this so far. Okay, so we talked about how successful people have managed to achieve what they have by leaning into their imbalances. Now let's see what the science has to say about it. According to a research paper from Yale University, periods of imbalance in our lives can actually lead to greater levels of overall life satisfaction. Because when we are immersed in what we love or what we're passionate about, it can boost our happiness and overall sense of achievement. However, it's crucial to remember that this only works if the thing that we're deeply involved in is something we're genuinely interested or passionate about. If you're burning the midnight oil on a spreadsheet that you despise, well, that's not the kind of imbalance that we're advocating for here. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and I've got the bags under my eyes to prove it. So how do we navigate this imbalance without losing our sanity? Here's a few tips that I've found helpful. Firstly, embrace the seasonality of life. just as winter gives way to spring. Understand that periods of imbalance are temporary and will eventually lead to a new phase. If you're training for a marathon, for example, you may start 3 to 6 months beforehand and train really hard during that period. Well, you're going to have to make sacrifices, both in your personal and your professional life. But once that marathon is done, you've reached a new season. Secondly, remember to take care of your health. No passion or project is worth sacrificing your well-being over. Elon Musk may sleep at his factory, but that doesn't mean that you should ignore your body's needs. Third, make time for the people who matter. Even during your busiest phases, it's essential to keep your connections alive. You'll be surprised how a quick catch up with a friend or a family dinner can help recharge your batteries. My week is typically packed from Monday to Saturday, and I've got a whole bunch of things that I'm doing during that week. But I know, come Sunday is no work day. I absolutely use that time to recharge my batteries, spend time with either friends or family, and it's crucially important for me to do that because I know if I do not do that, come Monday, I'm going to be in trouble. And finally, know when to step back. It's okay to lean into your passion, but if it's causing you more stress than joy, it's a sign that you need to recalibrate. Remember, balance is about deep focus, not endless grind. So there you have it, friends. Work-life balance, the surprising key to success, or perhaps a more satisfying life. It's a controversial idea, sure, and it's not always easy to implement. But if done mindfully, it can lead to tremendous growth and satisfaction. Whether it's writing a book, running for a marathon, or starting a YouTube channel, don't be afraid to lean in and to give more of yourself to what you love. But remember to do it with intention, mindfulness, and a whole lot of self-care. And who knows, you may just surprise yourself with what you can achieve. And remember, success isn't necessarily about balance. It's about fulfillment. As I've always said, there's no point being the richest man or woman in the graveyard. So don't be afraid to find yourself in the deep end occasionally, passionately pursuing what you love. Just remember to come up for air every now and again. And with that, we're wrapping up our exploration of work-life balance. I hope this video gave you a different perspective and perhaps even a little bit of courage to dive deeply into your passions without feeling guilty about neglecting that elusive balance. But I want to hear from you. Do you think imbalance can actually be a good thing? Have you experienced a period of work-life imbalance that led to tremendous growth or achievement? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Also, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to share it with someone else that you think may benefit from it. If you haven't already, please do consider to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notifications of upcoming videos. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll discuss the concept of deep work and how we can use it to maximize our focus and productivity. So stay tuned for that because it's going to be another exciting exploration. Till then, remember it's okay to deep dive, embrace the imbalance, but don't forget to come up for air. Thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.